Ladies and gentlemen, here is the 2012 Olympic silver medalist and the undefeated WBC #1 ranked featherweight contender known as King Tug, introducing nyambayar. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the renowned, reigning, and defending WBC featherweight champion of the world, introducing Mr. Gary Russell Jr.
Gary Russell Jr. entered the match with a polished 31-1 record, 18 KOs, and had been the WBC featherweight champion since 2015, defending it 5 straight times.
And that one hurt Escandon, that last right hook to the temple area.
A talented southpaw with an Olympic background, he was widely praised for his fast jab, technical footwork, and elite defensive instincts. Despite fighting only once per year, Russell remained confident in his preparation and ability to control elite challengers.
Right hook by Russell.
Russell's speed beginning to be doubled. Jojo Diaz here in round 2.
Facing Nyambayar's power in Allentown, he aimed to showcase his ring IQ and maintain his reign through precise, counter-driven boxing.
Say as Mongolia represent. As Russell is in the gray fur with black Nyambayar.
Get the gist of it. But that's how fast Russell is.
Nyambayar only throws about 50.
Russell just landed a left. He lost the title in his first defense. Likes him. Nyambayar.
You know, Nyambayar is fighting short. He's not fighting tall. He's had a terrific couple years. All lefties do. He scored 9 knockdowns with that one. Has to be aware of.
Nyambayar saying that he's more of a pressure fighter, but that he can adapt his style, depends
His shots, but it's going to put some mental pressure on Russell.
Oh, Russell stumbled. And referee. And Russell, in his 32nd professional fight, has been knocked down. Against Oscar Escandon, their common opponent, has fight since he's 11-0 coming into this fight. A knockdown serving as an alarm clock.
Trying to get to before the slip. Good left hand there by Russell.
Double left hands by Russell. Boxing for money with local DC stars like Keith Holmes. No longer a universal truth, is it, Al? That a long layoff guarantees room. Nyambayar will prove to be the toughest 10 since.
Junior averages 36 jabs around. He doesn't land a lot, but
Russell flashing the healing round of number 3. Fires off a left hand.
in a position to throw that punch.
With solid balance behind you, Nyambayar has to know he can be following.
When he has pop out.
He does, and he's been.
And it helps when you only fight once a year. Your hands tell us to guard. Holding his ground.
Unless you can start hitting him with some clean shots.
Yeah, he's very self-confident. Continues to unfold in the ring as Nyambayar had Russell in the corner.
So is very adept with the right hand and pumps out the jab, and then there's kind of that half, and it's a punch that, you know, has been good for him over the years. Look, control to the speed.
Jab, double jab. Okay, let's go.
Hit the heavy bag with his grandfather, idolized Manny Pacquiao. Here tonight, the biggest opportunity of his burgeoning career. And Paulie, when you look now here at the beginning of round 4,
When you're busy with the jab, but you've got to use that jab.
good counter combination by Russell.
Seen evidence of that. He's much busier. Has got to land some right hand that makes a difference in this fight. In this match, he hasn't been able to.
Nyambayar needs to start using some feints. You know, maybe something simple like that can.
He actually holds the victory over Tukstar Nyambayar. Nyambayar's corner wants him.
Keeping the right kind of pressure on Russell. I think.
At the 2008
It almost got in, and there's one that did get there for Nyambayar. Puts him in position. There, you look what it did. It put him in.
That's what I said before. I think feints are key as well. Russell doing a good job.
Nyambayar, trained by Ismael Salas, the 62-year-old native of Cuba, lands a right hand.
You can feel the urgency of Nyambayar. He's something you do, but and only on a couple of occasions has he been there. Because if you don't,
Protecting that distance here. You know, again, he's talking about that mental pressure. Nyambayar gets this.
Nyambayar pressuring Russell.
With Salas.
Straight right hand by Nyambayar, but again a counter combination by Russell as title holder, while Gary Russell Jr. hopes to defend.
Nyambayar is a good fighter. You're just not getting to appreciate all of it.
Nyambayar faced with the right. The middle connects for Russell as we head to round 7.
for Nyambayar that were effective. Now, lands a little bit of a straight left hand, and then he jabs his way in. Russell feinting, which Paulie talked about, and getting in. Now, a lot of those punches didn't get in, but that's...
More Ranallo, Al Bernstein, Paulie Muller in the seventh.
Here by Russell. He came out.
And bringing in our unofficial score, Steve Ford. How do you... Nyambayar moving forward. Those punches are blocked by the series of lead left hands to start his combinations. Left hook to the body for Nyambayar. Good exchange here. Nyambayar
coming forward and wanting to engage.
Yeah, a bit of a change of approach here by Gary.
Under 30 seconds left in the seventh. Right hand to the body by Nyambayar. And there's a left hook to the body, but now Russell showing his speed. But
Russell takes the chances. Yeah, I know he wants to send a mental.
That's right. That was his high in the fight, and part of that was because Russell...
There's a right uppercut, but then
he needs to throw it, even though he got countered by Russell.
Nyambayar out of range of the jab, and now mugging, and there's Russell unloading the... Nyambayar dethrones Russell, and Russell...
Well, we talk about the sheer number of jabs that Russell throws,
and timing is going to be important. As Russell keeps using that jab, it's that same speed. Nobody's able to land that crisp, clean shot they wanted to. Even when they're throwing power shot.
Straight left lands for Russell. Another left hand lands for the between Russell and Nyambayar as we head to round number 9.
Take a look at the right hand, one of the best right hands that Nyambayar has thrown in this, for the most part, as a power punch. And there's a straight left hand, but that's a straight left by Russell that gets in there.
Left hook to the body by Nyambayar.
You can see that Nyambayar is a technically sound fighter. Yeah, but, and there's a nice left hook.
Russell is also brilliantly technically sound, so has the better hand speed.
Yes. And that's what Russell told us, his ring generalship.
He did once, he lost to Lomachenko.
That's like an A++.
In the 9th.
And let's give credit to Jojo Diaz. I mean,
yeah, he fought very well. Diaz had good momentarily, but then
combination. Minute left to the 9th.
The body shots there by Nyambayar. Yeah, he's going to have to try to make it his run. Let's see. If you're allowing him, it means you're baiting him for something. Let's see what Russell has up his sleeve.
Take the ground of the fight. There's no question about that.
Punch combination. 15 seconds left in the...
If you keep touching him,
in that round, much more pronounced. And there he goes downstairs, though he got countered by Russell in the process. But then, pointed out at the beginning of this fight, he has a very good uppercut, but just has not been able to use it effectively in this match. But there's an example of the bodywork.
This is round 10, and Gary Russell Jr. showcasing that hand speed, a couple of lead rights, and now Nyambayar coming back with a combination.
And when Russell engages him like this, even if he gets countered by Russell, it makes for... He's back in everything other than a jab as you look at them, and you see that Russell has, here comes doing good work that he's done in the last round or two.
Minute and a half left in the 10th. Lead right hand for Nyambayar. Scores left hook upstairs. Nyambayar putting himself well here, but Gary Russell Jr. holding his ground. Nyambayar initiating the defense from Nyambayar as well. High-level stuff here.
Good counter there by Nyambayar.
For Gary Russell Jr. Good stuff here in Nyambayar, 11-0, but Gary Russell Jr. fires off the first salvo, and things heating up here in the championship rounds in these last few rounds.
I think he's got to back Gary Russell up and move his hands.
Russell comes back with a counter left, and Al talk about your
off, so he's pushing forward, but his danger is he's getting hit with some punches in his head already, but he's taking some vicious body punches.
Walking him down, he's going to think, you're hoping that he thinks, hey, I'm not slowing down.
The ringside observers, many experts, despite the fact that Nyambayar may not have been the most much of a test, has it been?
Well, it's turning into one a little bit here toward the end of this fight, and there's the right hook. Nyambayar has taken it very well.
A champion considered one of the elite. We would love to see more of Gary Russell Jr. because of his dynamic talents, and we are in for it.
Why not?
Fatigue makes entertaining fights.
Yes, yes indeed. Russell in that last round, using the straight left hand, he landed a lot of good power punches in that round. Not everything getting there, but and then that was the right hook that we talked about that punctuated that combination.
As we get set for the 12th and final round between the champion Gary Russell Jr. and the undefeated. And both both of them.
What the outcome? It's been kind of a different fight in the last 4 or 5 rounds, in a sense, between these two men.
Yeah, and again,
As I say that, they quiet down, but it has been an electric atmosphere here at the PPL Center. So that combination.
He's throwing some hellacious body shots right now.
Well, Turkstad Nyambayar in his 12th professional fight, acquitting himself well here, Junior, having lost just once to one of the very best Nyambayar in what has been this high-level game of boxing. And Gary Russell Jr., Turkstad Nyambayar go the distance in a competitive contest.
It fought in 2 parts. The first part of the fight was where Russell was really controlling the positioning. From time to time, Nyambayar was able to work the body as he is now. And he did that a lot toward the end of the fight in the last 4 or 5 rounds. The uppercuts and the keys to victory because Nyambayar could land them. He did land one, but he didn't land enough of those punches.
I'm a perfectionist. I knew we had a very, very tough opponent. You know, I knew he was going to bring his physical best. He had everything to gain and nothing to lose. You know, but we focused, and I'm one of the longest reigning champions for a reason.
All 3 in favor of the winner. And still, the WBC featherweight champion of the world, Mr. Gary Russell Jr.
In his next fight, Gary Russell Jr. faced Mark Magsayo on January 22, 2022, where he lost his WBC featherweight title by majority decision, ending his nearly 7-year reign as champion.
and now 2 straight lefts by Russell to close the final round.
And the new WBC